asking me if how do a foreigner can set up a fishing business. No, you cannot. Fishing business are provided and exclusive only, provided in our constitution, are exclusive only to Filipinos. Yeah, you can put your Filipino wife's name on it, but if you're seen managing, interfering, administering, whatever you have to do that involves that fishing business, your wife will be liable to be under the anti-dummy law. I just been to my friend Freddie, one of the rag to riches story here in our place, and owns about like 10-wheeler trucks, backhoes and all that. He's one of the known businessman here about hauling hollow blocks, sand and gravel. He owns most of the places here that's making hollow blocks and culverts. So because I want him to give me a price to hire his backhoe for a day to dig the road for me, so it will be easier for the tree to just wheelbarrow the earth to that deep ravine. So he will send his person up tomorrow, Sunday, because they're all working today, Saturday, and I don't work. My work is now just Monday to Friday because I want to have a filming day like I used to do before, because I'd like to go back to my pricing video, not only for myself but also for my viewers, so that they have an idea, because I'd like to have my channel like it is before. It's mixed topic, there's pricing, there's scenes around Cebu, there's interviews about people, there's advice to foreigners, and as well as building works. So I'm going down because I need the shovels and a new wheelbarrow, because the wheelbarrow I'm using is actually broken. The blue one is not mine. My yellow one needs to be welded, but I need another one, so they have one wheelbarrow each. So I need to buy that today, and shovels, and I'd like to have a price on how much to dig it up in a smaller backhoe, because Freddie got a big different sizes backhoe for different jobs, so it will be faster, and you also have the idea how much it is to rent one. So you can see all these big trucks hauling fillers to the city. So this is another one who got a hollow block business. And yeah, a lot of people's commenting that I don't have a generator when it was brownout. Actually, I have a generator room when I started there, and through the years that brownout seems to be seldom, 2 or 3 times a year. And like accident like that, a mango fell over the post, a house burned near the electric post, but generally through the year it seldom happen. It's hardly used. Since it's hardly used, it's just when I use it once, it's broken. So I did not bother with it because the electric supply is now regular. It's not like it used to be when I started to build my castle, that I have a problem with electric supply. But lately we don't have that. So but I would like to have, I'll be looking into that, because I would like to have an emergency. Anyway, I want to upgrade the generator that I used to have, because you can see that I've been also doing generator prices. It's also for myself, because I want to have a generator that can power aircon in one room and the computers, so my family will be happy. They're not be very hot. Because if we stay outside, it's the mosquitoes is the problem. And also the questions about my rental bungalows, they were saying that are you gonna provide generator for the budget bungalow? Actually, if you are renting for 10,000 pesos a month, are you providing everything like a hotel? It's not good business sense that it's furnished, it's have generator backup, because this is not a hotel. You are experiencing how it is to live here in the Philippines. And the feedback I get is, as long as they got a comfortable place to live, electricity supply is not a problem, water and the supply is not a problem, and the internet. So there was no, for 10,000 pesos a month, that I need a generator, I need it for the furnish. I am not planning for the rental bungalows to be fully furnished. It will be a room, kitchen, and any furnishings will be provided, because my plan is to rent it out a minimum of 6 months. Because for the amount that I'm charging rent, I had a friend who had a bad experience with renting. She rented her house 45,000 a month to a Korean, and after 6 months he never paid the rent anymore, and when they checked the house, he sold all the furnishings, even gutted out the electric supply. So I want to be in the position that I want to minimize the risks. And the feedback I had from the interested viewers, foreign viewers, is it's okay for them. Yeah, I might provide a bamboo city, a bamboo bed, but not the furnishing that will cost me a lot of money, and the return to me is only 10,000 pesos a month. But with the native ambience that I'm planning to do, and yeah, that's one thing I wanna address as well. Let's talk about the rental properties. The rental property bungalows that I plan to build should be made of cement, hollow block cement, and metal trusses and long span. The native effect that I'm talking about, the ambience, is the interiors. The cabin feel ambience inside the interiors, or maybe outside as decorations. Then gardens. That's the one I'm planning to do. It's still made of proper beams, columns, proper rebars, and vibrated. I want it strong, but it's only the interior effect that I want, the ambience of the cabin effect, the cabin look with a mix of materials. Yeah, am I able to provide cities made of bamboo, bed made of bamboo, and there will be a bath, of course not bamboo bath, proper bath, single bath, and they will be paying for their water and electric, of course, their own usage. I'll turn off here because, as you know, this is the corner where I told you I always turn off here because there's a big hole there where you can see the jeep. Now, going back to my rental bungalows, my plan is the bungalow will have at least 2 bedrooms, and a foreigner can even come and share the rooms, the rent like 5 grand each. But I will not be furnishing it. Like I said, it's optional that I might get a bamboo city and a bamboo bed with mattress, of course, and they will be providing mostly for their own utility comfort, like their plates, their fork and spoon, because I'm only renting the house accommodations. I would just want to make sure that there's electricity, there's water supply, and there's internet access. in which also prepaid that they can pay as they use. Like they can pay for a load it up, then they use it up. Because for the amount that I'm renting it with, you cannot expect 10,000 pesos and it's fully furnished. And also, I prefer that it be rented long term, a minimum of 6 months. And the feedback I get, a lot is happier to do that. They want to experience living in the Philippines, even meet other foreigners in the same village that is the eco village that I'm gonna create, and they can explore Cebu together. And I just want to make sure that they're safe here when they're living on the vicinity. So that is my obligation towards my renters. And also, someone asked me how much it costs to build a wall. I will talk about that in a video showing you the type of wall, that the perimeter wall that I have been passing through every time I have every time I make a video about the budget bungalow before, that one that when I get out of my house, I will tell you how much that one it cost me. Some areas of that one like 12 foot high, 15 foot high, even I guess the tallest one where the curb part's 20 foot high. But it has its own beams on the bottom and in the middle, and I'm using 16 mm rebars on beams, because when it's my construction, I don't skimp on the materials because I don't go budgeting. Like also, and some asking me if how do a foreigner can set up a fishing business. No, you cannot. Fishing business are provided and exclusive only, provided in our constitution, are exclusive only to Filipinos. Yeah, you can put your Filipino wife's name on it, but if you're seen managing, interfering, administering, whatever you have to do that involves that fishing business, your wife will be liable to be under the anti-dummy law. She is just been used for the foreigner to run this fish business. So that's the Abisamis drilling that I am gonna have a quote on my drill well. So I just seen their truck. I dealt with them before and in that subdivision. But yeah, I will talk about that in a video as well, because I want you to protect yourself when you're here in the Philippines. That is the purpose of my channel, is to help the foreigners protect themselves, especially with their investments, the money that they shell out. Some may not like what I tell them. Like I tell them that the title in the title of the land which shows you're married to doesn't mean that you're a co-owner. Some do not like that. They wanna have their own interpretation, although how many times it's been tested in the courts. The Supreme Court said it's only showing the marital status of the Filipina, not that the foreigner is a co-owner, because it's stated in the Constitution that the foreigner cannot buy land in the Philippines. So also, I would like to show you videos about my home improvement inside my castle. Like right now, I told Obi there's a problem with tiles on one room. Actually, that was his bar room, and some of the tiles come off because I got these special tiles. I bought the special tiles for that room that against stain, specially polished or coated against stains. The trouble is, the adhesive, even if this heavy duty adhesive is struggling to stick on some of them. So the idea of Old B on fixing that room where some of the tiles come up I mean hollow, you can feel that, you can hear the hollowness as you walk to, is break it all apart and start again. Now he wants that bar room to be wooden floors and also he wants a snooker table. I just stop here because I want my laundry of the blankets be done, because my washing woman, although she does wash it clean, I don't want her to be having the blankets because it's very big, because I change it every 2 weeks. I tried to pass this way. This is the Kabangkalan Road, not the Kabangkalan Road, this is the Tintay Road going to Mandaue City. I see if I could pass through here, because in AS Fortuna it's very strict, and I was told that it's not so strict here. You can go through Mandaue City. So far 2 checkpoints I was not stopped, so I hope that I'm not gonna be stopped further on. So this is, I think this is already part of Mandaue City, but I will just video it to see what will happen, because you can see a lot of establishments are still closed, but only a few are open. So here, that's the like eatery shop. I think this is already part of Mandaue City around here, because I'm not 100% sure, because although yeah, it is Mandaue City, because I've seen some of the address on the shops and it says Mandaue. This is Kanduman Way, Kanduman in Mandaue City. So if I could go through here, then let me check if I could get the windows, but I'll just go to the City Hardware in Mandaue to check on the shovels, or if not, I'll go to Liluan, but that will be so far away. But what's best about there, it's very quiet, City Hardware, but I don't think they will be open, because when I read their websites, it will be only a few branches are open. So I'm assuming that since Mandaue is more busier than if I go by Liluan, so it must be one of the branches that's gonna be open is Mandaue. So this is Kanduman Road, Mandaue City, where you pass through Sacred Heart, which is now the Ateneo de Cebu School, and going through here, you'll come out here. To your left is going to the north of Cebu, Consolacion, Liluan, and then you're going to the right, you go into the Mandaue area. So it seems like this is just the 2 stops is the one that's crucial, and I'm going in now. So I feel a bit better that, look, there's display of motorbikes there, so they are now properly displaying again. So here, yeah, it's about my rental properties, which is my next project. Also now I just been to that talking to the person that owns the backhoes and stuff around my place. I mean, he's the one that I always deal with, and see how much he priced for it. And I cannot film when I'm talking to him, because actually he's bedridden. I'm one of the person that he just allowed to talk to, but now it's also social distancing. I was just talking to him through the window. He just the sliding door window, and then I was there far away, but I don't want to film him that he's just talking to me on the bed, but he's still running he's just 63 years old, but it's just unfortunate that he is diabetes or something that's getting worse. That's why he's bedridden. But I would ask him if I could do his story. It's a rag to riches story, very inspiring. And he will send his man there. So a lot of you has been suggesting about hiring the digger on the backhoe and all that. Then I'll try if it's viable, or if it's, I know it's gonna be faster, but who's in the rush? We're still on lockdown. Nobody can, even if the bungalow is finished, nobody can rent it yet because travel is still restricted. So that's why I'm just taking my time on that one. But if I could do it within my budget, that digger or a backhoe, small backhoe, I think, because he got a small one, can be hired for that, then it's fine with me. I'll also have to look at those kind of avenue that I could save on the labor. God, I have never seen this like this. It's always traffic here when I pass here. And hopefully, like I'm also like Bernard, I'm listing all the plants that because I have no clue about the name of the plants. I just look at them and describe them in their colors and in their shape. But like you're more knowledgeable of the gardening aspect, the landscaping aspect. So I just rely on what you say. And if I like the plants, then I'll plant it. I'll start collecting them. So I will be incorporating them with the design of the landscaping for my rental bungalows. So this is Kanduman Town Center here, where the big market is. I'm gonna go on the right side because the left side, if you go straight, that will be going to the north of Cebu. This one, you're going back to Mandaue City on the left, the right side, I mean. So you can see that this is the market area of Kanduman. So there's like old clothes shop, 10 pesos per each for the t-shirts. So this is the fish areas. So yeah, for the 10,000 pesos a month that I'm planning to rent out my rental bungalows, I think you're not expecting it fully furnished with air cons, with generators, because this is a business. It's not actually a charity. And for the amount that you're paying, you can also get the same worst things in the city. 10,000 pesos won't get you that much. But in my place, it's like a village, but it's mostly foreigners that I want to rent out for them to experience how it is living in the Philippines. The locals can easily find their way around, but the foreigners are not don't have the easy access what a Filipino can do. So like my plan can help a lot of foreigners who wants to retire and here in the Philippines or experience living in the Philippines. So here I want to see what shops are open, because my target is the budget builders, because that's where the windows that I plan to put in is available. Oh, I'll go on this side because the trucks are on the middle. Kima is still closed. Motorcycle parts is open. And we gotta also have to watch the traffic. There's someone's crossing the road. Where are you, budget builders? I cannot have them delivered because they don't have delivery. What's for sale available? That's the auto tinting shop. Gaisano Grand. Those are the multi-cabs for sale. For sale, for sale. This actually Hyundai Motors over here. So we'll have a look at the multi-cabs when I come back. I just get my what I plan to get yet. Oh, it's still very traffic here in Mandaue City. I'll just turn it off because I wanna save on the battery. I'm going back home now after I have went to try and go through Mandaue City. So I'll be posting a few pricing videos of stuff that I found there as I was looking through. But that was only a trial because we are still on general community quarantine, and surprisingly I go by the back road, which is the Tintay way going to Mandaue City. I was allowed in, whereas if you go on the front line where the AS Fortuna, they're very strict. You need a certification or something. So this is the way to go to Mandaue then, on the back roads. But at least, like, I know that a lot of the merchants now, but the one I was hoping that should be open, the budget builders, is still not open, because that's where I'm gonna get the wooden windows for the budget bungalow. Then I'm done. But I have seen the sample on there, the French wooden windows that I'm gonna install on that budget bungalow. They got some in, but treated and stained in City Hardware. Now going back to my rental bungalows. Yes, I am not renting it furnished. But it's got electricity, water supply, and internet supply that you can pay prepaid. So you can buy load and then you just put it in. And there are shops that you can pass on the way. And my preference will be at least 6 months rental for the 10,000 pesos a month rental, because it's like I don't find it economical to rent it out to just short term. And let's see, because I don't think I would rather prefer the long term one, because 1 month for just what's the fuss? I mean, like, or perhaps let me think about it first, but as of the moment I will prefer it 6 months rented, and even foreigners can share the rent on it because it's at least 2 bedrooms, or I might even make a provision for just a 1-bedroom bungalow, because some people don't want to have any, like, just himself, because I will be depending on the size of the plots, because like I said, I'm going to incorporate that with the trees around. So the designs of that bungalow will not be the standard. There may be smaller ones, namely bigger ones, or depends, but it's all going to be bungalows and with a cabin effect ambience as interior designs. And yes, you can be the transportation in the place. You can do the motorbikes. I'll have motorbikes for rent, or they can rent the multi-cab if they want to drive around. But there will be multi-cabs for rent on daily basis, and they can also hire people to guide them, like Janelle. You can hire him to show you around the city. He can drive a motorbike, he can drive the multi-cab, and to take you around. And laundry is also provided. There'll be a washing woman that will do all the laundry for the place. They will do it at your place, so the clothes won't disappear. He'll wash it using your water, so you'll be also, your water will be the one used for washing, then you'll be paying it by the meter, but it saves you a lot of hassle that someone else is washing it, and you're also helping the locals find a job. And also, if you want to experience farming, you can help the local farmers with their crops, with their animals, and you want to experience life, because if you get very friendly with them, you will see that how Filipinos will go out their way to be hospitable, especially foreigners. They will let you taste all their food, but if you're open to all those tasting of the different delicacies of the Philippines, my place is a village. That's why it's Village People Philippines. So you can see all the farms. You can see how they make their mangoes. And also you get swimming in the rivers. Like if you're into bird hunting, fishing, electric fishing on the rivers. Like those are the things that you can experience, and yet also it won't take you long to get down to the city. If you're in the city life, nightlife and all that, you can get down and then just have a motorbike going up. Get somebody with you if you're not scared to what is there to be scared of anyway, then you can just go home. But just don't drink when you go home. But much better that you have a driver if you're drinking, that someone's taking you back home up there on the hill. So, but that was my plan. I know someone's commented that it's not high end. 10,000 pesos a month, you expect a high end? Come on. I have other rentals, but these are houses and not 10,000 pesos a month. It just makes me laugh when someone, he got high end, and you check the channel, high end, and then he's living on a, it doesn't coincide. It's just a laugh, really. But what do you expect a high end for 10,000 pesos a month? A month, not a day. Because if you want aircon, you can provide it yourself. The electric is metered by your usage, so whatever appliance you want to buy, you pay for it as you use it. If you don't have appliance or aircon because the place is windy and you're not bothered with the aircon because you're just happy with the electric fan, then you only pay for the electric fan usage. Anyway, if you want to buy those things, if even you're here, I could assist you. I got people that can assist you. Either Old Lito, he can drive you down. Junelle can drive you down, and even show you where to buy this appliances that's cheaper. Like I said, they can show you around. You can if they invite you to their houses, you have to, like, if you got friendly with them, they start inviting you to their houses. Of course, like, for respect for the traditions and culture, you need to heed on that one. But some people take kindness as a weakness. Don't let them start borrowing things like money and everything. Friend is friend, but borrowing money is called business. So that's another thing you need to watch out for. Because there's so much things to make a video on. It's just the time, because I gotta have to divide my time with my family. Of course, number one priority, taking care of old B and my daughter and spending time with them. And also like I said, my videos are hobby, and I got my business to take care of, and I got this building going on right now. There's so much things to do, but I still take time to make videos for my followers and share with them my experience on the build. Of course, not everyone's is agreeing with it because they can do better, but I'm telling you the experience that you're gonna be experiencing soon if you are planning to build here in the Philippines. So I'm gonna turn off because the rocky roads with a hole, and I'll turn it back on when I get to reach Pitos. I'm gonna have to pick up some of the vegetables for my dishes, because I eat, like I said, I always eat those green leafy vegetables we call utan here every day with my food, because that's what I've been grown up with. Always got that green vegetables, utan, with anything that you go with it. So I just, since it's cheap and then you can get it locally, some I get it around my garden, like the malunggay, the ginger, I just get it around. So it's no fuss of like the 60 peso utan vegetables, like 2 meals, 3 meals for me, so that's fine. I just cook it at once because I don't like keep on cooking. So I'm here going back home. This is Villa Layson area. You're familiar with this road now. I keep on driving here while talking about different stuff, but I think you will soon find me. You will find my place. I don't care. So here's the checkpoint. I'll just have to stop now. I'll turn it back on after.